So, as usual, you can write in the chat anytime you want. I'm having the chat open at the side. Muffy Wuffy is sitting over there. Say hi, Muffy Wuffy.
Hi.
Anyway. Anyway, I think we are all accounted for. So, I think I will now resume the game with Chapter 3 of Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. Or in German, Harveys neue Augen. Out of character, yes, Squirrel can speak German. Deal with it.
The attendants had forgotten their key. Lily thought it would be a good idea to hold on to it. Otherwise, someone might steal it.
Didn't even start really yet. Already? I'm freaking out.
What? What? I'm confused. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. And this is stupid.
Yes, it is.
This is one of the most time-consuming parts of the game. If you intend to do a speed run, which I actually had. I did do. Hello there, Lucky. Pufferfish. He's cute. Leave the menu.
The door was firmly locked.
Where am I? Oh, there. I'm going to turn the music a bit down because well,
Boo! Who do we have here? A little girl.
Just stay where you are, okay? Hey, stop!
I'm not running, I'm pedaling. Look at me pedal.
Hey, come back!
Give up. You can't get away. Especially not against the current.
And with the current.
Hey, come back!
Faster, faster.
Too late.
Triumphantly, Lily climbed the ladder. She had finally found a way to get into the institution.
Was close though.
It
Not
always
so
is close.
fast.
Oh no! Quick time event! I have to press X now! Why is nothing Oh, I remember why nothing is happening. This is a point and click game.
Although she was briefly distracted by a floating energy smartie, Lily was able to reach the ledge. Not a moment too soon as the ladder crashed down behind her, dragging the phantom into the pit. with it.
Well, that's the pits.
Fortified by the energy Smartie,
Didn't you
Lily
fall for
was
that
able to
first-
pull
the first
herself
time?
up on the ledge. Now her search for Edna could continue.
Actually, I did kind of fall for the first time because I thought, oh god, quick time event, and then I pressed. But the fun thing is, you can get an achievement if you press about 10 times X on the keyboard on that screen. It's a punch card.
The mice there were apparently quite desperate.
Punch card slot? Ooh, now I can go wherever this goes. To the chimney, apparently.
Hey, that's my fireplace. You shouldn't be here unless you want to bring presents or sweep the
German is
chimney.
better.
Not that the soot is bothering me. That was the old Mr. Frog. The new Mr. Frog is enjoying the dirt. Ah, dirt. You see?
In Germany sounds way more dwarfs.
And how exactly is he called again?
Herr Mantel.
Ah, Herr Mantel.
That's Mr. Frog to you. And in case you're wondering what a piece of clothing like me is doing inside a fireplace, I'm acquiring
It
soot.
seems like he already
That's
played
right.
Edna
I
and
used
Harvey.
to be very fastidious about staying clean. But then this impertinent person came along and dared to spill something on me. The stains never came out. My clothing is black and greasy. My socks haven't been ironed. And I even have fleas. Karen and Bertram. I'd introduce them to you, but they're sleeping right now.
Yes. All of 2 fleas.
I'm living in a sooty chimney. So what? I used to be very fastidious about staying clean. Now, I don't care anymore. You're now speaking with the dark Mr. Frog, who eats his gummy bears without a napkin.
Oh god. That's barbaric. And
You don't use one either.
yeah, I know. I mean, who the fuck eats them with napkin? And apparently, Lucky already saw a let's play of it. Before or after I started streaming it? That is a question.
Yes, I know that it's dirty here. So what? I love the cobwebs, the dust, and that rotting substance in the corner. I just finished combing it. I wouldn't dust here even if you put a feather duster right in my hand. You don't have a feather duster, do you? Stop. I don't want to know. You don't need to mumble like that. Ever since Dr. Marcel's accident, we can make as much noise here as we want. He's no longer interested in what's going on inside the asylum. All of his attention is focused on finding Edna. Somehow you remind me of a patient we used to have here. She was a little taller than you, and I think I remember 2 red horns and a tail.
Yes, that is Edna.
Anyway, Lucky, if you haven't voted yet, vote for what game I shall play next. Okay, that's it. Ooh, to the maintenance room or to the roof? Oh, hello. Hello, B-Man.
It was hopeless. The man in the bee costume couldn't hear Lily from there.
Ja, das ist der Bienenmann.
Moths fluttered around the dim light of the lamp. They were apparently searching for food.
He won't have this lovely Austrian accent now.
well they managed that.
It's a slice of cheese. We now have cheese.
Oh god, it's a chair leg. You know, the chair leg from first game.
Yeah, I know.
The first game is worse. It is a foundation, but it just isn't as, I would say, good as this. Well, which is kind of... Well, because the first game was kind of, how do you call this? Oh yeah, the final exam of a programmer in university, which he did pretty much within, I think, 2 months. The whole first game was done in 2 months.
Lily had inadvertently broken off the leg of the chair. It was as pointy as a knife. Hopefully the funny little rabbit hadn't seen anything.
But Lily, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
You must not use sharp objects.
Just don't touch it, okay? See you around.
Okay. Ooh, it's a feather duster. Mine. Ooh, can opener. Ooh,
Refrigerator.
blueberries, tomatoes, and broccoli. Ooh, credit card. Let's use the credit card and the can opener.
But Lily, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
You must not use sharp objects.
Only because
Don't
it
touch
can
it,
penetrate
okay?
aluminum.
See you around.
This code ain't working.
Huh?
This code ain't working. Seems working fine to work fine for me.
Well, this code works better than my PC. But that's not really
Yeah, I mean your PC is like what? Anybody now see me or hear me or what? Is Twitch going okay? I have no idea. It probably is your tower, Lucky. It probably is always the tower because towers are, you know, dark because the dark towers.
What do you have
That
there?
one.
A feather duster?
The hell?
Not that I would want to have a feather duster. Oh, no. No matter how pretty they look. Which doesn't mean that I can't hold it for a second. Just one little second. That would be completely harmless. Don't you think? Give it to me now. What a relief. And just look, I even found my old spare sheets. Here, go ahead and take it. You've earned it.
Yay! It's a white sheet. It's a white sheet. Yay! It's a pizza flyer.
Were there other Belgian pizza delivery services in the area?
The best Belgian pizza delivery service in the area. If you check my mainstream page thing, yeah, exactly what what Lexi said, not Lily. Lily said nothing. Look, it's a bunny. It's a rabbit. It's a funny rabbit. Oh, and there's the surveillance room. Let's go in there.
The door was firmly
or
locked.
not.
I'm going down, over there. Trockelbecher!
Best part of the whole game.
Right? It should be right under. Wait. Are you are on your tower, right? Are you watching? No, wait. You're watching this on the PS.
My goodness, who do we have here then?
Another player!
Yippee.
Don't pay any attention to him! Peter just sees black all the time!
He was born that way.
That's true! Peter suffers from color blindness!
Struggle Jug. Well said, loyal friend. We all have our crosses to bear.
Oh, yeah? Do you all wake up every morning knowing that one day you'll lie dead at the foot of a traffic light?
Not exactly. But Druggle Jug, for instance, mixes up his blues and greens.
You can't really compare the two.
Your girlfriend Petra mixes up her yellows and greens.
She's not my girlfriend.
And we, King Adrian, mix up our reds and yellows.
You should have been there when we played the board game! Sorry, Peter almost choked to death!
I wanted to end my misery.
Afterwards, we decided never to play a
Worse in
board
English.
game again. Only fantasy role-playing games instead.
You decided that.
And what did we just say?
It's so exciting! We are a group of adventurers in the legendary world of Hope Multigore! Oh, please, why don't you join us?
It's a female
Struggle
cherry.
Jug. Not so fast. If the fair maiden wishes to join us in battle, she must first prove herself worthy. She must complete a task that puts her heroic valor to the test.
Just tell her to order a pizza already, so we can get on with
Of
it.
course.
Uh-huh.
The holy duty of
So be
ordering
it.
the pizza.
She shall order us pizza.
It sounds so same.
Ooh, what? What pizza?
I want broccoli on the pizza, but no tomatoes, please!
Struggle Jug.
Oh, no broccoli!
Struggle Jug.
Bananas aren't bad either, but I could just die for broccoli!
Oh, yes. Please do. For that, I'd even happily have bananas on a pizza.
You only eat blueberries anyway!
Yes, I like blueberries, but in this life, you never get what you want anyway.
Upon the order of the king, blueberries will be banned from the pizza. Instead, knowest that tomatoes will grace the pizza dough from now on.
But I don't like tomatoes!
Lily had heard enough. It seemed impossible to get a pizza that everyone liked.
You...
Struggle Jug. Yeah, you heard him. Bringest thou the pizza first, then thou may join us in play.
It's really easy! All you need are dice, pencils, paper...
And don't forget to bring a tendency for humiliating yourself.
Yeah, that's the most important one.
Struggle Jug.
Don't, Droggy! You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mixed up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're probably wondering why Droggy has a green pillow on his head, right?
Struggle Jug? My goodness, she's right. What on earth are you wearing? You're embarrassing me in front of my new subject. Struggle Jug.
Yes, it is a little strange.
Wait until you've heard the explanation.
Today should have been Blue Pillow Day.
Struggle Jug.
And now we have a green pillow. It's ours now. We stole it.
Struggle Jug. I believe our guest is searching for the tyrant known as Dr. Marcel. Deliver her thy news. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug.
Don't forget to mention the helicopter.
Struggle Jug. And was never seen again. Bravo.
Well told, loyal friend. Since then, these lands have returned to the wise rule of a magnanimous king.
We can do whatever we want.
Does that mean I can finally sleep now?
No!
Ah, sleeping.
What's that? Red curtain? Oops.
Sleep is falling.
Lily wondered why the man looked so sad. He had such awesome friends. Lily had never seen such a happy girl. Lily wanted to be crazy when she grew up too. That pillow suited him much better. He had a pot on his head and sat behind a propped-up piece of cardboard. That must be that God Mother Superior so often talked about.
Okay. Okay. Oh God. Ooh, scented candle.
The candle smelled wonderfully of honey and flowers. At least that's what Lily assumed. The flowers in the convent always smelled like insecticide. Lily liked to smell them nonetheless.
Make fire. Actually, it should be play with fire. To the hallway. Well, let's ignore this rabbit and let's go there. Silk scarf. Starch. Knitting needle.
But Lily, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
You must not use sharp objects.
Just don't touch it, okay? See you around.
That's not sharp. It's pointy.
Isn't he usually wearing red?
Lily thought that he was a bit wishy-washy.
Viddy, 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 whoosh! Welcome to the laundrette. That was your cue to say, this is supposed to be a laundrette, and I'll answer, of course. Oh, admittedly, it's a little rustic, but necessity is the mother of invention. Mother knows best. And now, we're doing our laundry in the urinals. Too wishy-washy for you? What other choice do we have? Exactly none. You don't have to, you know. Just make sure that the fabrics are separated properly. The toilet sanitizers really stay. We'll do the red laundry in the urinal with the red toilet sanitizer. Yellow laundry in the urinal with the yellow toilet sanitizer. Blue laundry in the urinal with the blue toilet sanitizer, and green laundry in the urinal with the green toilet sanitizer. If you want to try it, just show me some clothing with the right color. Then you can use the matching urinal as often as you want.
Well, yes, knitting needles shouldn't be sharp. Pointy, maybe, I mean, they're long and thin at the end. So you could actually, you know, use them to lobotomize someone. The difference between something blunt and a mirror instrument is how dedicated you are. Anyway, we have a green pillow.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, yes. That has to be washed immediately. But please do it in the right urinal. Go ahead and call me picky. What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the green urinal as much as you like.
Yay. I guess.
Lily, but as long as she didn't have a goal in mind, she had had enough of starch laundry. Lily knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry, but as long as she didn't have a goal in mind, she preferred her laundry soft. She had had enough of starch laundry in the convent.
Okay, I think Lucky has currently problems. It's red curtains.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very Very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the red urinal as much as you like.
Okay, now we can use 2 of those urinals. Now it is time to touch the bun.
What was the funny rabbit doing there? He seemed not to have noticed Lily yet.
Touch the bun. Touch the bun!
Surprised to see me again? Yes, keep kicking. You won't escape me again. And now hold still until I've decided what to do with you.
Lily considered this option, but instead did the following.
You must not contradict the dolls.
That's good. Keep nice and still.
And steal.
I'm reading too much.
Oh, look at that. It's a
Lily didn't want to appear greedy. One feather would be enough, just like a Christmas dinner at the convent.
Oh.
Lily had the feeling that these demons were getting bigger and more dangerous.
Well, you're very brave to come so close to me. Can't you see my teeth, my spikes, and my sharp claws? Didn't anyone ever tell you to stay away from sharp objects? That would be a tragic error. What's going on, brave warrioress? Too weak?
Lily had the feeling that these demons...
I'd advise you to stay away from my spikes. A good little girl like you shouldn't
We
play
know,
with sharp
Lucky.
objects.
We have played this game many times. I have speedrun this game. Don't ruin it for the others.
Stop that.
Of course you're expecting that, but it's different if you're expecting it or if you actually know what is going to happen.
Stop that. Boo. What's going on, Two? The pain! You dead brat! Look what you did! Don't just stand there! Do something!
I can't. It's pointy and sharp. No, that's not pointy. Pointy is kind of, you know, tall and an asshole.
But this is red at least, so gets closer to pointy.
Anyway, Lucky, yeah, just assume we know. I know this game back and front. I have played it too many times. I have every single freaking achievement in this game.
Thanks. That was close. Uh-oh.
This demon had also made a mistake. It seemed that in certain situations, it really was necessary to handle sharp objects. Lily returned victoriously to reality.
I personally love how, you know, you actually have to show the logical faults in the argumentation to the things by setting them on fire, stabbing them, or pretty much.
I'm aware that you especially like this part of it.
Use sharp objects.
Lily had inadvertently broken off the leg of the chair. It was as pointy as a knife.
There.
PG-13, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn you, you disobedient brat. Damn!
Lily fought for air. The phantom's grip was tight around her throat. Disobedient, it had said. The usually wise-ass stuffed rabbit hadn't made a sound. Maybe his feelings were hurt.
Okay, then. Next thing is you take the credit card. Oh no, wait. Before that.
Welcome to Spanish Pizza Slices. My name is Pokey. Can I take your order? One on the asylum, is that right? I assume that we just shove it under the gate as usual. What toppings? Hello? Hello? Can I take your order? One with nothing coming up. Consider it done. It'll be about 30 to 45 minutes. Have a nice day.
Fun fact, Pokey is the nickname of the guy who pretty much did all of that. All this game, the whole first game, who does the singing, by the way, as well. And should have done the voice. Ooh, pizza! I forgot what I was saying. There was pizza happening.
You've been talking about
Pokemon?
You were Dingus.
Dingusmon?
Oh, Jesus.
Dr. Marcel would surely be pleased. With the help of his credit card, Lily made some confetti.
Go, Leximon. Use... I don't know. Booby traps now. Sadly, bag isn't one. And there are few attacks. Charm or attract, of course. Well, due to that, I will keep using pound. Meshoki used sleeping powder. Meshoki used Tardan. Meshoki used pound. They trip with 3 Pokemon attacks. Ooh, it's a B-man.
Hello, stranger.
Wait,
Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still fighting it. Something about this freedom stinks.
So, let's... Ooh, scented candle.
I'm skeptical. Although I have...
You're not going to play with fire. Of course.
Okay.
You know that Mother Superior...
I personally have you, I have Lexi, Lucky, and VG.
Huh?
Probably. That's supposed to be on, and now I'm going to use...
That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion, but not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us into thinking that we're free. And now that no one is stopping us from leaving the asylum, it provides us with a welcome excuse to refuse to leave. Right you are, stranger. I'm just running away from my responsibilities. The responsibility to myself, to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
Lily was glad that she had helped the bee man. Soon he would be in a better place.
Okay, yeah, that's macabre. It seems the dragon is a bit weepy.
Moths fluttered around. They were apparently searching for food.
The little dragon is all wobbly.
Huh?
Lucky has roared.
Ah. Well, maybe she's learned stuff.
The cute dragon is roared. There's a telephone. Wait, do I still have the keys?
The door was...
No. I don't. In the yellow urinal.
What do you have there? Let me see.
That sounds so wrong.
Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the yellow urinal as much as you like.
That just sounds so wrong.
So, lost is the blue urinal.
One feather would be just like a Christmas dinner at the con.
What are you doing in there?
I have no idea. Ooh, coffee.
Ah, okay, that's understandable.
And back to Rihanna. Wait, I
Perhaps Mother Superior had been right to throw Lily out of home ec class. Lily just didn't know how to use needles properly. Perhaps Lily just had no affinity. Lily knew that you could use, but as long as she had had an. Lily knew that, but as long as she had had an. Perhaps Lily just did. That was already freshly.
Okay, I forgot where the frick you get the blue one. Not here, there's the lantern.
Lily had often wished to.
So cute!
It was even more beautiful than she had imagined. Lily knew that you could use stars.
And you would give it a shot.
Well, now Lily had a stiff towel.
With holes. And the last punch card. It's a surveillance room. Oh, May.
Yikes! What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Basement.
Oh dear, Lily really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Spooky times!
Yikes! A ghost! How sweet! Finally someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping you here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the 7th circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all? Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.
There you go.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the blue urinal as much as you like.
And now comes one of the most annoying riddles.
1 spermy margarita pizza, please.
Okay,
I mostly end up just reading their facial expressions.
Yeah. So, let's see if Lexi can do it without having to resort to that.
Struggle job. Too bad. Starving to death would have been such a relief.
Come hither. Do.
Lily didn't want to start another argument. Fortunately, she had remembered everything. Adrian wanted tomatoes, but no blueberries. Petra liked broccoli, but no tomatoes. Druggle Jug wanted banana, but not broccoli. And Peter wanted blueberries, but not banana. This was going to be tough.
Okay, this is a more complex riddle. You have...
Take notes.
Yeah. Better get out your notepad and start taking notes. Tell me when you are ready. Well, the short version is each of those people has difficulty telling two colors apart. And we have urinals where we can color the foods into different, well, colors. But
They're gonna eat it later on.
yeah, they're gonna eat it later on. But the thing is, the riddle is... This is for Lexi, not for you, Lucky. Let Lexi have the fun. Anyway, the goal is to color those toppings in such a way that none of them well, can see the others. So yeah, you have to know which one wants and doesn't want what kind of food. You have to know which one has problems telling certain colors apart. I am actually not quite sure, but I think it is like this. You have to color whatever one hates and one likes in the color which they can't tell apart. You know, the overlap, I think. Anyway, Lexi, you wanna do this? Or not? I'm going to, well, wait until you've decided to do anything else. Okay, then take notes. I will start now with playing first who wants what in as toppings, and then who can or can't see which colors.
Lily didn't want to start another argument. Fortunately, she had remembered everything. Adrian wanted tomatoes, but no blueberries. Petra liked broccoli, but no tomatoes. Druggle Jug wanted banana, but not broccoli. And Peter wanted blueberries, but not banana. This was going to be tough.
Druggle Jug.
Don't, Droggy! You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mixed up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
Lily didn't want to start another argument. Fortunately, she had remembered everything. Adrian wanted tomatoes, but no blueberries. Petra liked broccoli, but no tomatoes. Druggle Jug wanted banana, but not broccoli. And Peter wanted blueberries, but not banana. This was going to be tough. Lily didn't want to start another argument. Unfortunately, she had remembered everything. Adrian wanted tomatoes, but no blueberries. Petra liked broccoli, but no tomatoes. Druggle wanted banana, but not broccoli. And Peter wanted blueberries, but not banana. This was going to be tough.
Druggle Jug.
Don't, Droggy! You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mix up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
So I take it you have everything you need? Or you need to hear the colors one more time? The solution or everything? Well. Okay, then I'm going to pause the stream for a bit so that you're under no pressure. Anyway, like that music anyway. Seems we have a solution on this end. Green tomatoes, yellow blueberries, blue broccoli, and red bananas. Well, let's see if this works. Tomatoes colored green.
How about that? Green tomatoes.
Red.
How about that? Red bananas. How about that? Blue broccoli.
And how about that?
How about that? Yellow blueberries. One spermy margarita.
I was making yellow berries.
Yellow blueberries. Blue broccoli. Red bananas. Green tomatoes. Red banana. Green, blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow.
Yeah, seems like this.
Nobody looks bitchy.
Cash me outside? How about the what? Well, quick problem with Lucky here, so
The pizza. Well then. Mmm. Superb. Superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Druggle jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How could I be satisfied in such a world in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Druggle jug. Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Druggle jug.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lily found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lily did in fact hear drums. An enormous army seemed to be waiting for them in the nearby mountains.
Wait, are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hothmotagor's most important memorial into a reservoir. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire is a mysterious local guide. You're tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo.
I want a different role.
Shush! Are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim.
Huh? That's you!
Only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do?
So going to pause for a few seconds while Lexi's getting a drink. And we are back. So, let us continue.
Roll for charisma, Peter.
Do I have to? That was to be expected.
Snippo is just about the ugliest dope you've ever seen.
Hello, Lilligrims. Would you like to be amused by my funny pranks? Then watch me. And are you amused? I didn't think I'd ever say such a thing, but I'd wish we'd go into battle instead of just hanging around here. I'd much prefer a quick, bloody death to this endless humiliation. I'm not afraid of the goblins, if that's what you mean. I'm not worried about being cut into little pieces by mighty goblin swords. And I'm not bothered by the rumors that they wrap the intestines of their victims around thorny spears. For I am Snippo, the funny prankster of the group. I'm not afraid of the... For I am Snippo, the funny... I'm not afraid of... I don't think about how they pour hot tar into the eye sockets of their prisoners. For I am Snippo, the funny prankster of the group.
Such a sweetheart.
I'm not afraid... I don't think about how they pour... For I... Those are words after my own heart. Somehow I guessed that this would be even less entertaining for me than Malefice. I knew it, but no! Right. It seems that excitement in this exciting world is not wanted. Yes. It doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball, and I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snippo, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative, and as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion...
55, free, save one ball, no ball.
You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
It's a normal-sized juggling ball. That's all I can say about it. I don't have my compendium of juggling balls with me. It's a that's...
Hello, Lilygrim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go out. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable, but the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilygrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Drogalot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge just to sleep, but something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
Are you worried about those few logs are certainly not enough to keep the fire burning through the night. Plus, the best things always happen to you when you go into the forest looking for firewood. You find treasure maps. Maybe I should
relax a little and call it a day. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. There doesn't always have to be an adventure, and the night is pretty warm. I'll wait up to put the last log on the fire. Then I'll turn in too. Don't worry about I'll stay up. I know what you want to say. You're here to fight, not to sleep, right? Maybe tonight we should.
Remain calm and gather our strength. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. Acting in haste is never a good idea.
It's Howard.
Don't worry, I'm sure the goblins won't attack us tonight. They're guarding their reservoir dam in the gorge. But I do wonder what their plans are, damming up the Pink River and flooding the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Why? It's all very mysterious. Don't worry about the fire. I'll stay. Are you as tired as I am?
We can try.
The hooded figure sat silently at the campfire. Strange. I can't remember him being in the adventure. Which source book does he come from?
From all
You can clean up here tomorrow. Go ahead and lie down.
We don't have
You've
a
done
sword
enough
right now.
for one day.
Well, fuck you.
Petrula sat by the fire and watched the tea kettle. Briefly describe yourself.
Well, I'm like a totally powerful wizard and pretty, but also totally powerful. And I'm wearing a robe embroidered with gold. And it's totally pretty, you know? Underneath the hood, I look like totally gothic, but pretty.
Thanks, Petra. That's enough. Sir Druggalot snores.
Druggle Jug.
Oh, if I must. Okay, Sir Druggalot slept a wonderful, heroic sleep.
Druggle Jug?
And looked unbelievably charismatic in the process. Satisfied?
Druggle Jug.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle? The goblins are keeping quiet. Maybe too quiet.
I'm going to the Goblin Goods.
Well, well. Is that the legendary army of Hoth Mortigor? A little girl with braids? Fabulous. Oh, why so angry, little girl? You're not here to declare war, are you? It would almost make a pleasant distraction, putting your feet up and drinking tea all the time. In the long run, it's not good for my goblin army. But why should I sound the horn for battle? My scouts told me about your lazy companions. You can't possibly think you can defeat my army with those dopes. I hardly think so. As long as we are not being attacked, I'll stick to the advice of this friendly traveler. Wait and see and drink tea.
Lilligrim was boiling with rage. She was very close to throwing a tantrum, but something was holding her back.
Well, I think it's obvious what we're going to have to do.
Please don't yawn so much around here. Don't you know how contagious that is? And I have to watch the kettle. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle? Because maybe...
But, what's got you so worked up? Let me guess. You spoke to the Goblin King, and now you're furious because there's not going to be a battle. Aren't you happy that I found a peaceful alternative to fighting? Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? I've already got your friends wrapped around my little finger. And as long as everyone stays calm, that's how it's going to stay. Just face it, I've got it all under control.
Heck,
and as you know,
bullshit.
throwing a temper tantrum is just bad behavior. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
What could the goblins be planning? Why did they submerge one of the kingdom's greatest memorials underwater? Something similar happened to me once. But that was an accident. But I don't really think that the Royal Loo can be considered a memorial. Oh, if you're do you think? Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for the battle.
Snore. Everybody is up.
You don't need to roll to figure that out. They're logs. Roll for charisma, Peter.
Do I have to? That was to be a...
Snippo! Good! The ball was stuck, but the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen.
Well, we know what to do now. Let's up the
You try putting the logs on the fire. Roll for sneak and hide, so Sadrugalot doesn't wake up. Done! The logs were in the fire.
But child, what are you doing? This noise can't possibly be good for the group harmony. Without wanting to rush you, maybe now is the time for controlled, well-considered action. If you proceed with the required calm, I'm sure you'll be able to defuse the situation before there's a disaster. I really must insist. You stop making that sound. Can't you see that you're threatening to destroy the idyllic calm?
But that's to arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
That sound. I have to keep calm. No. Enough. I can't take it anymore. This noise is driving me crazy. I'm losing control. To arms.
It's Gandalf the Harvey.
Finally, the fun part of the role-playing game began. The group stormed the battlefield with no restraint. They were led by Lilliglee, who furiously swung her berserker sword in circles. And as the dice rolled in the institution, so did the heads of goblins in Hoth Modagor. It seems it is a good idea to occasionally vent your rage. It was a short battle. The goblins were powerless against the fury unleashed by the group. The plans of the Goblin King were thwarted.
Lilligrim found the defeated monarch cowering beneath one of the support beams of the dam.
Lily. Poor, foolish Lily. That was a terrible mistake.
Lilligrim was still wondering what he meant when she heard an ominous crack above her. When the pink floods had subsided, our heroes were faced with an incredible sight. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories.
Will you look at that?
I have to admit, I'm really blown away.
We shouldn't be here.
Ha! You've always been quite the comedian, Snippo.
No, I mean it. This valley is cursed. I heard that. Wait a second. Lily?
What's wrong with her?
Yes. The pink.
Do we get XPs now?
Lily had seen the truth. I'm sure you can imagine how she felt at that moment. You can't? Oh well. Who knows what really goes on in the mind of a little girl?
You feel all right, little girl? Little girl. Hello? Are you okay? I was worried, you know? Brr. Am I crazy? Or did it just get colder in here?
You're certainly a brave warrioress. All of Hoth Motigor is in your debt.
Druggle jug?
Druggle jug.
Druggle jug? Druggle jug. Druggle jug. Druggle jug? Druggle jug? Druggle jug.
That was fun! You really have to play with us again sometime. You?
It's so depressing. I'm supposed to award experience points to improve a talent. Expressive dance, making music, lockpicking. I don't actually want to be able to do any of those things. Isn't there a talent such as accepting one's fate? Or assigning experience points without experiencing an existential crisis?
Year's dithering made Lily furious. Couldn't the notorious whiner make even the most basic decisions? Lily would have liked to smack him across the face, but something held her back.
Anyway, yeah, that was the big reveal twist. And those pink goop things. Everyone was dead all along. Dun dun dun. Hey, bitch.
Oh. You're right. I'll just increase pick locks, and that's it. There. Why don't you just hold on to the character sheet? I don't want anything to do with it anymore.
Yep, he did. Now we can hit him as much as we want. And it is funny. What did you do next?
The door was firmly locked.
Ooh, it's an arrow.
Lily was always happy when something was left over, but usually it was only breadcrumbs and bones and things like that.
Hey, arrow.
It sounded crazy, but she now actually had the skill to pick locks.
Oh god.
Done. The gate was open. She wondered if...
Now back in reality. We meet our heroine, who for some reason opened the door.
It was true. She'd opened the real gate during her trance. The path to the asylum's tower was now free. Somewhere in the dark uncertainty, there she would find her friend. Without really thinking about it, Lily took the stuffed rabbit with her. If she was going to enter Dr. Marcel's realm, she didn't want to do it alone, like she usually did.
And now we enter the area which, well, was one of the main things in the first game. I will have to pause for a bit because I have to go to the loo. Bye bye. So welcome back for me. Yeah. well, so before we continue, the first and second games have barely anything in common. To be 100% honest, they were, well, the only thing that's similar, or rather what they have in common, is that Edna and Dr. Marcel appear in both. Anyway, I'm going to continue now with, you know, well, home stretch. Silent as in by me, because I'm currently just, you know, not as loud.
What an ugly boy. Why someone would put up a picture like that baffled Lily. The door was firmly locked. Lily was certain this had to be the cell that Edna was being held in.
Is it better now, or is it worse, or whatever?
Lily could stare at the moon for hours, but she didn't like it. Terrible things tended to happen. Ah, that was the catch.
Maybe I should, you know, interrupt the game for a mo. Okay, then I will pause the stream and, you know, let it recover a bit. So this is end of part 4 or part 3. I can't really keep track. The next one happens in about 10 minutes.